Digits on the beat.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Alexis Roshanda. If you have not already, click down the link below, subscribe, like, comment. So you guys, today I'm going to be talking about something more personal. I'm kind of like under the weather, so you might hear me sniffle, cough a little here and there, but I'm trying to get better. But you guys, I wanted to come and talk to you guys really about the topic of self-love and loving yourself and being confident with who you are, no matter what anybody else has to say about you, no matter what other people think of you or what they might think they see in you, but just knowing who you are inside. But before we start with self-love, we have to have what? God's love. We have to have the love for God, and we have to know that God loves us. Um, and when you have that relationship with God, you will be able to know who God wants you to be, or what God has in state for your life, and what God um, sees you as. You know, not what anybody else has to um, think what they say or whatever. This little noise is getting on my nerves. Okay. But, you know, when you have a relationship with God, God will help you to love yourself even more because He loved you so much that He died for you, and He gave you this life. So He knows exactly what you're going to go through, who you're meant to be, who the people are meant to be around you, what you're supposed to do, and that is amazing. You need to really understand that everybody's opinion doesn't matter when it comes to you, and understand that God only made one you. He didn't make 1,000 of you. Yeah, you have twins, but they're still different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. Everybody has different things that they're gonna do in life. So nobody's the same. So when it comes to people wanting you to be a certain way, people wanting you to act a certain way, that's not possible because you are already entitled to what you're supposed to be through God already. Um, and some people gotta understand that different and being different is okay. It's okay. You're not supposed to be the same. God didn't make us all to be the same person, to live the same, to look the same, to do the same things. He made us different for a reason. We have different jobs, different things that we are going to do. That's life. Um, Hello, it's the world. You see how people live in these different countries around the world. They talk different languages. That's just life. But my thing is that you have to love yourself no matter what. Without self confidence, love for yourself, you can't really show that to others. If you don't have it for yourself, how can you show somebody or that you love them or that you care for them when you don't really have that for yourself? Um, and it's not easy. I can be a witness to that. It's not easy. You come through bumps and roads and bumps in the roads and roller coasters. It's hard sometimes because as this, in the world and the days we live in today, it's certain looks. People are just, imitating and wanting to look certain this, and everybody has to do this. But what I've learned and I've come to learn is that I don't have to do that. I know who I am, and if you don't like it, then that's on you. But I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to be, and I'm not going to change that for anybody because it's life. And God didn't make us all the same. If that was the case, we'll be over here, you know, alienated world or something. Nah, He made us different for a reason. Growing up, I did not like my differences. One, difference was that I have a little cross-eyed situation. And I got it from my dad. It runs in my blood. My brother has it, and my sister has it. We all have it, and it came from our dad. But I used to get picked on a lot for that. I used to hate it, and I used to just feel so alone, and I used to feel so ugly, and like, why do I have this? Why me? Why me? But I had to understand that. Well, as I got older, I understood that it's okay. Everybody has something on their body that they're not maybe, liking, and or they just, it comes from a family like me. It comes from my family background. So as I got older, I was like, you know what? I'm not the only one. My siblings, they had to go through it. I'm going through it. My dad had to go through it. His dad had to go through it. So it's kind of like, you know what? You have to accept your flaws, and that's what I did. Um, and yes, it's not easy. Another thing is, people will judge you on how you act, and people judge you on, I guess, the level when it comes to like finances, how you live, lower class, middle class, higher class, and that was just like, I used to hate that all the time. Yeah, when I was younger, I cared, but now I'm older. I'm just like, none of that matters. That's materialistic things. What really matters is your heart and what type of person you are. Um, I really have come to love who I am, even though sometimes it's hard because I feel like I'm just a really too nice person, or I'm too this and too that. But I have to understand that that's okay. Um, it's a blessing because some people don't have a kind heart like I do. They, it's to me it's a blessing. I feel that you should accept any flaws that you have because you don't know, you could be helping the next person. You don't know. Um, and that's what I love about it. I just accept, what I have going on. I just try to get through it, and just know that everything's gonna be okay. Especially because you do not want to not have that self love for yourself. It's important. It will help you. You are your own best friend. You know yourself more than anybody else. You know yourself. You learn yourself. I learned something different about myself now since since being 16, 17, 18, now I'm 21. I've really learned every year something different. I have matured in something different. My mindset has changed. And it's so amazing that, how maturity is. I've noticed it, and it's a blessing to know that I can see my maturity. Like, it's really amazing, and I just love it. And when it just comes to that, I just feel blessed. And I've learned to love myself. It's been, rough times, but it gets easier because you know who you are, and you don't have to explain, or you don't have to make sense to other people because you know who you are, and no one can change that. And it's really the fact of, especially when it comes to girls, young girls, or ladies, any, women, we tend to worry about and look at looks and perfection here, perfection there. And honestly, do not, ladies, you are beautiful no matter what. Like, you don't need surgeries, you don't need all this makeup. And if it makes you happy to get that, okay. That's okay. If it makes you happy, it's gonna make you happy. But is it really gonna make you happy? Like, you're changing it because maybe you don't like it. But some people change it because of what other people say. It's not about what other people say. Love yourself. Like, yeah, we all look in the mirror and we have something that we do not like about ourselves. That's normal. Like, one of my ears are larger than the other. Hello. That's like one of my eyes are bigger than the other. Hello. I mean, you're not, you didn't come in this world perfect. Nobody's perfect. The only person that's perfect is God Himself. That's it. So do not go out here changing because you see all these celebrities this and they got a nice body and they're, these plastic surgery, and they say that they're working out and they're using all this flat tummy tea. By the way, I really believe that works. But you know what I'm saying? It's just all this unnecessary stuff that you don't have to do. If you want to lose weight, you want to get more linear, you want to get more slimmer, do the work to do it. Go work out. Go take the time to do it. Do not do the fast way, because when you do it that way, some people really feel guilty. And by doing it that way, I'm gonna give you an example, because this and actually weight loss and stuff like that is what I also have trouble with. And let me tell you something. The best way to do it is naturally. Go running, go walking, do your your workouts, because not only during that time, it's amazing during that time because, sorry, I'm snuffy. It's amazing during that time because, for me, I found out a lot about myself. I learned a lot about myself. I learned my, I don't know how to say it, but I don't even know that word. But I learned really just a lot of how far I can go. I challenged myself. I motivated myself. I really learned that natural beauty is the best. I do not wear makeup. Like today, I don't have any makeup. I just love the natural face look. I'll just learn a lot about my body as well. And also another thing is to meditate and fast is really helpful. From my opinion, this is what helps me, meditating and fasting, because you challenge yourself and it gets hard, but when you have actually accomplished that, you feel great. And it's hard. I like to fast at least 16 hours. So I stop eating maybe from 8 p.m. and don't start back eating until 3 p.m. the next day. And it's a challenge. But when you have accomplished it, it feels great. The hunger is gone and all that. And I will get another video about that, but that's one thing I do. Get your little journal. I have me a little journal that I write in, and let me show you guys. One second. Okay, so I have it here. So this is my journal here that I use. I purchased this on Amazon, and it's just a book. It has like a string to keep it closed. It has like a pen holder here, and I will leave the link down below of where I got this from Amazon, but it has a little tree here, and this tree just represents for me like the tree of life. And when I'm going through hardships, I really like to write it down, because that's really what I'm working on, because usually when I'm going through something so hard, I like to take it out on everyone, and I don't understand that sometimes taking it out, your words hurt people, and I feel so guilty when that happens, because sometimes you can't take back what you say, and that's why sometimes when you get to that moment, before you know you're going to spurt out, say something that you don't mean to say, it's good to just come down and come right in here, because you don't want to regret anything. So that's what I did. I have a few things I wrote in here already. And it's just that, it's a blank little page. You open it up, it has like your personal information you can put down. It has like a calendar, calendar for 2020. And then I just have my diary here. And I go back, and I like to go back, not too close. I kind of like to wait for a little while to see, like, really, did I do that? Really, what I felt at that moment in time? And it just really helps, because it kind of shows you what you have or how you've grown and how you're maturing, and I just really think that's a good idea to do, to just write down all your feelings and all that. If you're feeling, everybody, life is not easy. It's not going to be happy doubly every day. I mean, if that was the case, I don't know. But that's not the case. And that's for everybody. So don't be looking at these celebrities or looking at anybody and you see they're happy all the time, or they're always doing that, they're always looking like that. They look, they're always kept up. That don't mean they don't have a problem. Everybody has something they're going through no matter what. But you really want to make sure that you have yourself. You have the only person that's going to have your back the most is yourself. You're going to have your own back. You're going to have, you stand up on your own 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to make sure that you're right in your mind and your thoughts and your body, everything. You got to make sure that you know yourself. Because you don't know yourself, you go out and give yourself to people without knowing yourself. And that can just turn into chaos and a big problem. So I am learning and I'm trying to figure out still who I am. Still loving myself, being confident in myself, and loving God first, foremost, of course, and just making sure that I don't put myself down, because we all make mistakes, but do not, talk bad down on yourself, because that's just terrible. Love yourself, uplift yourself, make notes to yourself, talk to yourself. I talk to myself all the time, and I let myself know what's this and what's that, what's going on, how I should do that, and it's okay. But make sure that you always stay true to yourself. And pretty much that's really all I have for you guys. I really hope that you guys could take something from this video. I really hope you guys love this video. If you do, make sure you like, comment below any other videos you like me to do, anything you want me to talk about, life-wise, anything. Just comment that down below. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers by in a year. It's a little challenging, but I believe I can do it. And so there you go. Talk to you guys later.